Hello, everybody, and welcome to Easy Like Sunday Morning. My name's Fawn, and I'm a channeler. So all the messages will be channeled through the cards, and they will be channeled through me. I hope everybody's having a beautiful Sunday. It's 5/12/2024, which is a 16, which is a 7. And we will read the 7 out of the Soul Helper Oracle. And that will start our journey today. Now, happy Mother's Day to all the mommies out there and the fur baby mommies, all the mommies. Hope you have a beautiful Mother's Day. Number 7 indicates that you should only trust the magic of your heart. You will be given the gift of a light that makes a deep connection between you and the mysteries of your life. Over the next few days, fill your soul path with love, even more than usual. Love every moment, love everything and everyone, and you will become the magic of your heart. The energy field of the 7 is like a gateway of light. It's death, birth, magic, light, and completion of a stage in life. Number 7 brings new soul paths. Yeah, we're on a new soul path, and that doesn't surprise me. This is a new stage in our life, and it's going to get rough for a while. We've got some solar flares going on. We've got some talk, but we can't fear. We have to work on ourselves and level up and not get involved in what's going on around us right now, because we can't get pulled into those lower vibrations, because we have to be the higher vibration to help this world get through what it's getting through. We also have, oh, and by the way, I'm doing 2 free readings this month. We're going to pull names. So I want you to put your first name, the month you were born, the day you were born. That way we don't get them mixed up. And put it in any of the comments. I read them all. And we will put the names in a magic hat. And the 17th, we're going to pull a name. And the end of the month, we'll pull a name. So I'm going to give 2 free readings, and we'll see how it goes. I did a free reading last time. And Melissa won. So she was really happy and she enjoyed her reading. So we're going to try it. I love to give presents to my soul family because I love them. Now I'm going to read the Soul Helper Oracle. We got a number 17, which I love. That's cute. The cards. That's like, what could be better, you know? And look how beautiful that card is. Flames of desire. Let them shine out in radiant light and shun dark paths. Just playing with the energy. The blazing fire of love inside yearns for fulfillment. It longs for physicality, touch, tenderness, and sensual togetherness. It is the most ancient and truly divine desire for fusion. The disillusion of matter. In our world, unfortunately, the flames of desire are used as a means to tie and bind us, which is exactly the opposite of what our divine source once intended for us. Sex sells is now our motto, or at least that of many of those marketing a product. And again, unfortunately, it works. These flames of desire are often also used to practice black magic and to bind and ensnare other people. That's not good. You have drawn this card in order to recognize the truth and to withdraw from this false and destructive plan in order to live the pure divine plan of physical and divine love. When two become one in the blazing flames of love, they forget who they are. The self is dissolved and they become entirely consumed by feeling and pure energy. Search for the truth of passion, desire, and the flames of love within you and in your relationship. If you have no partner, seek out someone who lights a fire in you without asking anything in return. Actively address the issue of desire and do not be ashamed of what drives you. The divine source has given us the hot flame of love as a gift, along with our yearning for a partner and a desire for union. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animal is the cobra, the herbal essence is patchouli, the healing crystal is precious opal, and the number is 8, and 8 is the infinity. 8 is a beautiful number. Let's see. Number 8 tells you that now is the time for harmony, calm, and a place of retreat. You have been given the gift of a light that opens your mind and delivers the strength to create something that will last for all time. Should you want it to do so, number eight's energy field opens up eternity for you. It is renewal, paradise, spirituality, calm, mindfulness, and the completion of transformation. Yeah, she's playing with the energy. She's got the heart going on. She looks like she's just ready for passion, but she started getting it within. You can tell she's got passion within. And that's where you need to start. We need to start loving ourselves. I hope you guys brought your coffee. Coffee and cards. We talk about the self a lot and the couple thing and getting into a relationship and losing self. That is really easy to do. I think we've all done it to an extent. Now we got to bring self back to us and find ourself, if that makes sense. We are going to the angels and ancestors, and I don't remember ever getting this card. We might have once. Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. There's a lot of healing information coming out right now, natural healing information. And we really need to keep our ears open and eyes open. And there's a lot of natural healing stuff coming out. So pay attention. Listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. Healing angels can help you heal emotionally, spiritually, and physically with their energy, but they can also direct you towards information that will help you return to wholeness. When this card appears, information is being revealed that can help heal an aspect of your current situation, whether that be your health, relationship, or even career. So be alert for this. The Medicine Guardian has a calculus healing wand, which represents the capacity to heal with the power of will and desire, and a chalice, which represents returning to a state of wholeness, a state where your cup is not merely full, but overflowing with goodness. The emerald color of the card represents the healing rays of Archangel Raphael and his healing angels. You are being exposed to information and insight that will have a dramatic healing effect upon your health and life. If you are working through something mentally or emotionally, now that there are spiritual energies supporting your healing, if you are working through something that is physically challenging, pay particular attention to information that's coming to you that feels inspired, insightful, and warm. It will be supportive of your wellness. Your angels are here to remind you that your natural state is one of wholeness, and you are on the road to revealing that wholeness once more. There's a lot of natural healing things going on out there, and they're working on the light, sound, frequency healing. I've seen some things come out, but it's not there yet. They haven't released that one yet. And I don't know when they're going to release the anti-gravity, but they do have a cure for everything in this world. And a friend of mine just decided to start doing cinnamon. You can get it at the drugstore, and she doesn't have to take her blood pressure medicine anymore. And the doctor said, "What are you doing?" She said, "Cinnamon. Cinnamon's really good for blood pressure and diabetes and all kinds of stuff. Cinnamon is, do some research on cinnamon, and you'll find that it's really good." And I just started cayenne pepper tablets. It helps your metabolism go up and you lose weight and give you energy. And my brother swears by it. He always had a weak stomach. He was always throwing up every morning. He ate something and he couldn't keep nothing down. He's allergic to everything. He started taking them. He lost weight. But what it also did, and I've seen this lady talk about this, is it healed his stomach and reversed it. He can eat like ghost peppers now and stuff, where before he couldn't. And he lost all kinds of weight. So cayenne is really good for everything. I usually put a pinch of cayenne in everything, even an apple pie, just a pinch. because it's really good for you. So just look into some natural medicine and just pay attention to what's going on out there right now, because there's a lot of new things that are going to come through and it's going to be beautiful. We also got Peacekeeper, a harmonious resolution is possible. She's got the white buffalo and the peace pipe, and she's looking off into the distance like, are they going to come? Are we going to get peace finally? Choose peace. Conflicts are coming to an end. You deserve to experience happiness and contentment. The Peacekeeper card portrays a Lakota First Nations woman honoring the Lakota deity, White Buffalo Calf woman, who brought the sacred pipe to the people. The pipe, which she holds in her hands, is a symbol of peace, emblematic of surrendering the need to fight and offering harmony instead. The peacekeeper is a soul who knows what it's like to feel under threat and to stand up for what she believes in and what is right. Her medicine helps you to take the higher road in every situation, even if you're under pressure to make a quick decision. It is a reminder that within your hands lies the power to make the right choice for all involved. You may be feeling on edge due to a stressful situation. There's a warrior within you that wants to rise up, prove your point, and get the truth across. But you're being reminded by ancestor wisdom that truth will always be revealed in the end. It's more important at this time to avoid arguments or heated discussion where you know you'll be fighting a losing battle. There is much more power in choosing to move forward from a higher perspective. This will allow you to connect deeply to the guidance within and the intuition that will lead you towards the healing of the whole situation. Along with any wounds it may have inflicted on you, choose peace. You know it's calling you. Peace is, we're going to go through a little bit more conflict, but it's gonna start to level itself out. We just have to stay in the light and keep shining. Try really hard. I had to pull myself back again from negative energies. You just got to pull yourself out of it. Don't don't talk about it or write into it. Don't keep it going. Just release it. Because we don't want that in our energy field. We want positive and beautiful. Calm. And now we've got the Messenger Oracle, and I love this card. Calm in the storm. There are times when life offers us nothing but chaos and turmoil. Wave upon wave knocks us down, sometimes before we can regain our feet. Be still. Take a moment to breathe. Express your thoughts and feelings, and then do what you can to find a peaceful place of calm within you. If another is in need, offer them a safe harbor. Be a port in their storm. Yeah, I just said that the other day. Throw some life preservers to people. We can't let them drown. This is a beautiful card. He is like an Aquaman, and I love this. He's got the portal over his eye, and he's just got rainbows on his cheek, and his seashell is shining a light on his heart, where the Christ consciousness is. And he looks like he's ready to protect and be a safe harbor in the storm. We all need a safe harbor in the storm. So be somebody's. We also got Seek Your Answers Within. And I love this card. This is the black bear. He's got the portal over. He's got the heart on fire with the eye in it. If you find yourself confused, your intuition and inner voice drowned it out by the answers, wisdom, and advice of others, then it is time for you to step away. Withdraw to a place of solitude. Like the bear, it is time for you to hibernate, to go within and seek the void, and to embrace the silence that dwells within. Within that silence are the answers to your questions, and because they are answers born of your truths, they will be answers that move you forward instead of holding you still. We have to go into the stillness. Two things that I say, if you're new to this channel, two things I say. meditation and manifestation. And we've all been practicing, a lot of us have been practicing with our manifestation, and we're getting pretty good at it. We're manifesting washers and hopefully doggies and money, and it's getting easier when people practice. But I always suggest that you try something small so you can see yourself. Yes, we can manifest something ginormous, but are we ready for that? Have we worked on the dark night of the soul? Are we working on ourselves? Are we positive enough and confident enough in our ability that we've learned enough that we can manifest something ginormous? So I like to start with smaller things because it's like, yeah, we did manifest it. My husband said something out loud the other day, and I have this feeling he's going to manifest. I'll let you know in a few days. He's starting to see, he's still not all there, but that's okay. But he's starting to see that manifesting is interesting. It's fun. So do that, try to manifest and just stay in meditation, clear your mind. That's really important, clearing your mind. Now, I think the practical magic is calling. And this was an amazing card that came out. 25, make a choices. Boy, is she beautiful. Looks like little sunflowers or some kind of flowers all over a white dress, and she's just gorgeous. Decide between options can paralyze you or empower you. To ensure it's the latter, embrace the possibilities, weigh them up, and choose well, then take action. Every day you make countless decisions, from what to eat and what to wear and who you want to spend time with. Most of them you make subconsciously without a second thought, but other decisions are much more difficult. When you don't know how each option will play out, choosing between them can seem overwhelming. It's normal to worry about the consequences of your choices and second guess yourself. When you feel close to deciding, but don't let the paralyze you into inaction. Take longer to decide doesn't always help. Research has found that more time or more options can make it harder to choose. Yeah, that's called procrastination. It does make it harder because you're sitting there going, I will, tomorrow I will, today I will. No, I might. Just do it. It's easier just to not talk about it and just do it. Drawing this card indicates an important decision needs to be made. Continuing to put it off will drain your energy and keep your life on hold. Know that refusing to choose is a decision in itself, because if you don't actively decide yes or no, it's a no by default. You're choosing not to do it simply by not choosing to do it. And don't throw up your hands and say, if it's meant to be, it will happen, or wait for a mysterious sign. Claim your power and make your decision. Take responsibility for your life and be the director of it. If it's meant to be, you have to make it happen. With the decision you're facing now, weigh up your options and list the pros and cons of each possibility. Allow yourself to daydream about each one, imagining how following each path will feel. Get advice from people you trust if that will help, even if they just make you realize you totally disagree with them, so that you do the opposite to what they advise. If you're really stumped, flip a coin. Not to make the decision for you, but to connect to your intuition. Yeah, deep down, let me get this book. Deep down, you usually know the answer. So obvious your reaction to how the coin falls. Are you happy with the outcome it points towards or disappointed? However you make your decision, do it and immediately take action. Release self-doubt, embrace the power of each fork in the road, and the joy of possibilities. Trust your gut and your intuition. Make your own destiny through your will and your decision to work to it. Make it happen. You have the strength and ability to create the life you want. So make your own fate by becoming the true you, the you that you want to be deep down. Be happy and content with your choice. Don't feel you have to defend it or that you have to stick with it forever. If you release later that you would have preferred the oath path and the other path, change track. Few things are irreversible. So if at some point you decide you've taken the wrong path, pursue the other option. You're allowed to change your mind. You get to choose the priorities in your life in every moment, and you have the power to pick the things you will act on and the person you will become. The power to decide is a blessing, and you have the strength and wisdom to make the choice. Yes, this is our choice. Our choice is our choice. It's single. No means no, and it's not a sentence. It's just no. You don't have to be forced into anything you don't want to do. And she is just beautifully telling you, and she's looking away like, if I want to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to procrastinate. I'm just going to do it. And that's what she's looking like. So yeah, when you're making these choices, that's what we really have to think on. If we're working on ourselves and we're trying to really figure out our triggers and the timing and everything else that we do, and we really need to think of the choices we're making. There is no wrong choice, but it could be a happy choice or a bad choice for you. It all depends. I would step back and really think about things. And it says the real you. I've been saying that there is that little, and I've been saying this, there is that little sparkle of magic in each one of us that is unique. It's your own unique fingerprint. No one else in the world, in the universe has that. Even if you look like a twin, even if you have a twin, they don't have that. That twin will have something unique in their self, that little unique spark. So once we start waking up again and remember Peter Pan, we will be all power. We will get our power back. It's just hidden a little bit within us, but we're working on it. Now, let's see where I want to go. Okay. I knew it was calling me. The dreams of Gaia. This will bring things a little bit into what we're doing and give us some more direction on where the cards are going to go. Now, we got the 11 of fire, and that is a master number. And that is masculine and feminine. And I keep saying that is so important to balance us out. It is not sexual. It is not like male, female sexual. It is the inner masculine and feminine, the loving, compassionate, motherly, feminine, and the courageous, powerful, strong, masculine. So we have to balance that type of it's like a personality. It's like, let's put it this way. It's like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Okay. We've got the masculine over here and the feminine over here. And they're arguing. Okay. They're not balanced. There's one, like the female is being more masculine and the male is still being masculine. And it's like a power struggle. Okay. But with that timing, I would use my feminine and I would let the masculine go. And I would say, okay, I'm going to go meditate. And you balance each other out. That's where we need to go. We need to realize what we're doing at the time we're doing it and the conversation we are having at the time we're doing it. So if that helps, put aside gender stereotypes. We are both masculine and feminine. Masculine energy serves to protect. Feminine energy serves to nurture. Too much of one, not enough of the other. Time to evaluate and realign. Allow the energy to increase and ebb. Embrace the energy that best suits your needs. Yeah. You've got to think about when you need that certain energy. The 11 of fire is a balancing and realigning card. It symbolizes the importance of balancing our masculine and feminine energies and to remind us we are and always will be a mix of both. Our physical gender is irrelevant. The 11 of fire asks that we look beyond gender stereotypes to how we respond and react to day-to-day experiences. On an energetic level, our masculine aspect serves to protect self and others, while our feminine aspect serves to nurture self and others. In a simplistic society, a typical male will embody a more masculine energy than female. They are characteristically more aggressive and forceful, but also very proactive of those they feel are in need of protection. However, they are more apt to use physical force and aggression to protect. A typical female, however, will embody more feminine energy than masculine. They are characteristically more passive and yielding, and while possessing the same desire to protect the vulnerable, they will generally use diplomacy and dialogue in order to determine an option that avoids conflict. Yeah, that would be me. Okay, gender stereotypes are often one-dimensional and rarely accurate, especially when we are discussing masculine and feminine energy, as opposed to man and woman. It can become even more problematic to assign specific attributes to either gender. When there are many men who identify as female and women who identify as male. When it comes to masculine and feminine energy, we all have both, regardless of our physical gender or the gender we have assigned ourselves. And this energy is expressing in how we behave and act, if influenced all that we do. Masculine energy is active, impatient, assertive, creative, aggressive, forceful, protective, logical, analytical, and controlling. Feminine energy is inactive, calm, retiring, receptive, passive, yielding, nurturing, emotional, intuitive, and allowing. Masculine energy motivates us to focus upon our personal needs and self, while feminine energy motivates us to think of others and their needs. Again, regardless of gender, a person who is energetic and proactive is embracing masculine energy, while a person who is calm and passive is embracing feminine energy. Neither is instinctual, good or bad. But if an imbalance is present, it can be evident in our actions and give rise to destructive behavior. Yeah, I picture somebody, male or female, going off on a tantrum, da 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 da, going off, getting aggressive, this and that, and they don't mellow it down. They don't balance it out. They're just all aggressive, all masculine. Instead of thinking about that, should I use my masculine and should I balance it out with my masculine and feminine and make it a little better? I would make it a little better because you really don't need total masculine on that point. Now, maybe if a Volkswagen rolled on your child or something or husband and you had to pick it up off them, I mean, you could show some masculine, I'll guarantee it. You'd see things that you'd probably never seen before. I've seen a video of some woman picking up a Volkswagen off a kid. You wouldn't believe how much strength somebody could have when something like that happens. Again, regardless of the gender, a person who is energetic and proactive is embracing masculine energy, while a person who is calm and passive is embracing feminine energy. An imbalance can occur when we have too much of one and not enough of the other. Too much of one without enough influence from the other can create a very discord and destructive mix. But what is the right mix? This is not about having equal parts of both, but about having a harmonious blend that is suited to your lifestyle and personal goals and needs. If you are not assertive enough, you may need to embrace more masculine energy. If you are overly assertive to the point where others are always intimidated by you, then consider embracing a little more feminine energy and soften your approach. An aggressive approach or mental method is sometimes required in order to break from the old and make way for the new, but aggressive methods don't always have to be violent. To be forceful is not always indicative of physical force being used. Masculine and feminine energy should be allowed to flow and ebb as it is needed. Like fire flickering and dancing, you add less fuel if you want things to cool, and more fuel if you want things to heat up. Enough heat gives rise to the creative, productive energy, but too much heat can burn both you and others. Cooling things a little gives rise to a nurturing warmth, but too little fuel and the fire could go out completely. The 11 of fire symbolizes an opportunity to take a moment to evaluate your life and ask yourself whether you need to embrace a little more masculine or feminine energy in your day-to-day activity and relationship? Do you need to step up and be a little more assertive or proactive? Does something or someone need your protection? Are you not nurturing yourself or others enough? Are you being overly analytical instead of heeding your intuition? Are you allowing impatience to get the better of you? When your situation calls for calm and compromise, are you choosing a path of inaction when you need to embrace one action in order to manifest the change you need? Pause for a moment, evaluate, and bring your masculine and feminine energies back into a harmonious alignment with your life and your needs. That is what we have to get to. It the cards are like, I mean, look at this card. She or he, it doesn't really matter. Uh they got like they're blind, but they got the third eye open, the intuition, and it's all fire. And we really need to, there's a web too, we need to balance that masculine and feminine in our world. Um, if not, we're walking in balance. We're imbalanced like crazy. Now, on the clarifier card, we got the King of Pentacles, and that's loyalty. And that makes a lot of sense with the masculine and feminine. Loyalty, and he's riding the sea turtle, and it is the Knight of Pentacles. This knight is not dashing. He's slow and steady, planning his moves with care. He may not be charming, but he is loyal and trustworthy. So any offer he makes can be taken seriously. He often appears in readings to show businesses, investment, and projects that have good future potential in property. He is associated with choosing the perfect home. This is the right time to make a serious decision about your long-term future. Hard graft may not be exciting, but the results will bring you great fulfillment. Yeah, that's like order, planning, trust, work, property, investment, and progress. Um, we're all going through a lot of things right now, and progress is a good thing too, because it seems like sometimes we're in like a stagnated area, and yeah, and we got this card again, and this card keeps coming up. One of my favorite, it's the Ace of Fire, and he's got the golden egg. The lion, it's new beginnings, it's opportunities, is actively pursuing your goals, take advantage of what's being offered, move beyond research and planning, weave your future into being, and take something old and make it better. Break your tradition and offer something new. Uncertainty, inspired procrastination. I envision stepping out of the box, like I'm going out of the box. I'm not staying here anymore. If you've built a box of walls around you, you're trapped. You're binding yourself, and it's your choice to get you out of that, because we have new beginnings we're going in, and we're all here for something. There's a reason why we're all here. Like all of the ace cards, the Ace of Fire represents the promise of new beginnings and opportunities. But unlike the other aces, this card also represents action. It represents the power for and the necessity of taking the initiative and actively pursuing our goals. It is about taking advantage of the opportunities we are presented with, as opposed to thinking about it. It is good to have a goal, to dream, and to make plans, but the Ace of Fire lets us know that now is the time to move beyond research and planning. It is time to take the first step forward and towards getting things underway. It is time to follow through on inspiration and create. It is time to weave your future into being, time for you to begin your active participation. The Ace of Fire also symbolizes inventiveness. Take an old idea and make it better, or create something new and unique. Whatever you seek to do, you can now make it your own and imbue it with your unique perspective and imagination. Rather than follow tradition, do something in a way that offers a new approach. You are surrounded by so much potential at this moment. The Ace of Fire represents passion and excitement. It is a time full of energy and life. Take advantage of this moment and the power it brings. That is a good card. We really need to think about that. Because we don't want to keep procrastinating. If you're procrastinating about anything like that and you've been doing it forever, stop. It's not worth it. You're not doing yourself any favors. Now with that, we got with the Ace of Fire, we got the Lovers, the choice again. See, this was choice. Make a choice. This is a choice. Balance your masculine and feminine. So this is a choice to be loyal. Loyalty goes both ways. Somebody you know or you. It is a choice. Make your choice based on your long-term future rather than the short-term gains. In love, wait for the right person rather than distract yourself with flirtations. If you look at this card, now we just got this card the other day. And what's interesting about this card is he is looking at her and he is like passionate. He's red. She's looking away from him and not really holding him well. And she's blue, which is cold, and she's looking away. So he has made the choice that he wants her, and she hasn't made her choice yet. She's procrastinating. So you got to be careful with the procrastinating. The choice is telling you to come out wherever you are. Okay, now we got the three, which is a divine message. Each time we get threes, we know that they're divine messages. And we got the youth. We got the youth reversed like this. And if you look at this card, he's got his trusty dog and he's got his staff and he's got a star ready to staff. He's like ready to go on a journey. And this is in the blockage area. Yeah, it's in the present also. So I'm going to read the present. Is it in the present? Yeah, it's in the present. And then I'm going to read the blockages on this card because that'll tell us more about the youth. Are you bored with the routine of your life? Do you stare out the window dreaming of something different, of change, a new direction? Do you express this need for change only to be met with platitudes, told that if you focus on loving and appreciating what you already have, that you will be happy? Or are you reminded of what you might lose if you make a radical change to your life? Choose a defiant convention or rebel against tradition. When you voice your need to do something more with your life, do people around you suddenly question their own importance as if they should be held in higher regard than your own dreams and ambitions? Understand that we are ever evolving and transforming beings. Sometimes we develop new interests because they are meant to steer us in a new direction. We have explore unexplored realms of possibility and opportunity. The new interests reveal that those who have grown together are now meant to grow apart. If the youth appears in the present, he represents a necessity to address a desire for change within your life and ask that you have the courage and determination to make your choice without allowing others to discourage you or steer you in a direction of their choosing. If you do not put your own interests first, the potential for greater unhappiness and conflict will increase. You have dreamed for long enough. Now is the time to act, even if it means leaving behind all that is safe and familiar. Now that's the present meaning of this card. Now I'm going to read the blockages because he came in reversed. A lot of this tonight is choices, but some of it's procrastination. In a couple different cards, I've seen that procrastination. A lot of us do that, but you've got to be careful with that. We could miss out on opportunities and things. Unwilling to abide by rules that maintain order and harmony, the youth rebels against those in position of authority and anyone who demands that he moderate his behavior when it causes hurt to those around him. Regardless of whether his actions are justified or not, the reversed youth may be lacking in empathy and unwilling to consider the feelings of others, especially when there is a chance for him to pursue his own interests. The reverse youth refuses to give in and may be unaware or unwilling to see that he is guilty of selfishness. When censured, he might respond with emotional outburst, aggression, and impulsive behavior, and choose to run away. When the youth appears reversed in your reading, ask yourself if you are running away from a situation that could be resolved with communication and compromise. Are you being overly rigid and narrow-minded, refusing to see your actions from another's perspective? Running away from conflict does not bring resolution, neither does being selfish, impulsive, and inflexible. Instead, be open and empathetic. It is not a question of giving up the things that interest you, but one of moderation and temperance. Do not pursue your freedom to such an extreme that you prevent others from having the same freedom. Yeah, that's ego driven and that's selfish. And you don't want to be that way because that's not a good thing. Now, with that youth, we got strength, stability, which is kind of opposite than the youth. Youth is just like, we're going to go on a journey. We really don't care about anybody. And you've got big egos and see you bye. And then here comes the strength. The card shows patience in the face of conflict. You stand your ground rather than being overwhelmed. What opposes you is lower than you are. This may be your own fear, guilt, or other emotions that shake your confidence, or a person who is acting in an unreasonable way by projecting their emotions on you. Having compassion will keep your personal boundaries strong and refusing to be taken advantage of shows the strength of your character. An additional meaning of this card is literally physical strength, return to vitality. Stand firm, be calm, and take a higher moral ground. This situation is a test of your character and your resilience and patience enough to withstand ongoing challenges without panicking or compromising that doesn't feel right. This is courage, patience, endurance, risk, balance, opposition, and vitality. And it's said kind of like a rebel without a cause. So we've got the rebel, the strength. You got to be careful with that type of person because their ego, they don't care about anybody. They just care about themselves. And you'll be able to see it in the way that they act. I mean, they just don't care about you. They'll just show it. It'll be all about them. Okay, now we got the 6 of air. And she is all rainbows. A time of research and investigation. Look at and compare a range of options. Weigh the pros and cons. Be willing to compromise. Don't let rigidity hamper possible successes. A moment of empathy. Step into your personal power. Do not discredit what others offer. The 6 of air represents a solution born of compromise that lies somewhere in between the black and white, either or choice, that are so often seen as the only option available. Now is a good time to contemplate and compare a range of different options in order to discover the best solution for one and all. Therefore, it is also time for research and investigation. As you consider the options, compare, take notes, weigh the pros and cons for each. There might be a need for a compromise to be made, as sometimes in order to achieve our goals and objectives, compromise is required. Now is not be the time to prevent an outcome by being inflexible and take a rigid stance. The 6 of air also represents the singular moment of revelation and illumination, when the mind opens and at once understands the extent of the power we have over our lives. Suddenly, you see potential in everything. You see how every experience and choice made by you and others has shaped you and your life and brought you to this moment. In turn, you also understand how every choice you make in the present will shape your future. In the moment of recognition, the mind changes in an instant, and so does life itself. The six of air is presenting you with an opportunity to act with mindfulness and awareness. From this moment onward, choose to take responsibility for your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Understanding that even by taking a passive or inactive role, by doing nothing, or by allowing others to make decisions on your behalf, you are making a choice. Own it. The only drawback is that you will no longer be able to blame others for stealing your power if it was your choice to give it away. This is your moment to come of age and own your power. The six of air signifies an opportunity to empower and illuminate your life by opening your mind. Yeah, we have to keep an open mind. I see more people with closed minds. I don't believe it. Never see it. They're not open. They're closed like a clam. You got to start seeing stuff. You got to start trying stuff. You got to start experimenting with stuff and work on yourself. It is so beautiful when you get there. Trust me. I love it. I have moments. We still have, even though we've made it to where we need to be, that we love ourselves for who we are and nothing else. No opinions matter unless you want to hear the opinions, then yeah, they matter. You know, everybody has a different opinion and different perspective on it. So it's nice to hear different perspectives. But when somebody's close to your perspective and they just want to hear their perspective, that's an ego-driven mind and there's no conversation there. Now, the other one we got with this is Ace of Pentacles, prosperity. Oh, we will see prosperity. Yes, we will. I feel it. I've seen the gold sprinkle down out of the sky and celebrations everywhere, the worldwide celebrations. Can't wait. And we're going to manifest it. Money is coming. You receive a reward or gift, or you see an opportunity to generate more income through new work or personal projects. In relationships, this ace shows stability. An additional meaning of this card is moving to new homes or using money wisely to invest in a property. Overall, the Ace of Pentacles reveals a happy, stable, successful time. Maximize your good fortune and make your money work for you. You deserve it. It's time to make a wise financial decision. That was a really good reading. It was actually like we needed it. I really feel that we needed that reading. We always need the readings. I get something off of every reading, even if it's a little spark of something that helps me. Gotta level up. The higher your level, the better you feel. We got the Gateway of Light activation, and we got the Venetian Galactic Council. Star Being Guides, answer the call. Time to shine. I think we got this a few days ago. The Venetians are advanced cosmic beings similar to angels who come from the planet Venus. They are our starry ancestors and are dedicated to helping us experience and embody divine love. There are millions of them, and many of us will have them working with us as guides. If you feel drawn to this information or strongly connected to the stars or star people, there's a good chance that there are many extraterrestrials being around you at this time, many whom will be connected to the Venetian Galactic Council, governed by Lady Venus and Sanat Kumara. The Venetian Galactic Council is a divine board of directors who are responsible for recruiting light workers and leaders on Earth who have the potential to make a huge difference by following the call of their soul. When they come to us, it's an honor and an opportunity to be reminded of a connection that was active before we came into this incarnation. There's no set way of working with the Venetians, but they will contact us in dreams or meditation to share information that will support us on our journey. They often send spiritual downloads in thought forms or understandings. Dreams about flying or being in space are other ways in which they will come through to us. Yeah, I dream I'm flying all the time. Oh. This is a call to action. You are being asked to step up and create the changes you want to see in the world. You have a reason for being here, and you have the potential to inspire, support, and heal your corner of the world. Don't let this information scare you or overwhelm you. for you are being prepared energetically to step into this role. The ideas you have been having recently are divine downloads, but you aren't being called to make dramatic changes in your life, simply to move forward step by step. The Venetian Galactic Council will reveal more information to support you. Be aware of downloads or information in spiritual signs, for they are confirmation that you are on the right path. Yeah, we are on the right path. We've been on the right path. When all this started and we were doing the number 17, the movement, I still watch it. I learned a lot, but I chose to go the spiritual route because I felt that people are researching themselves and they are going to need that finding themselves and doing what needs to be done that way, because we are going to need each other really bad, and we are going to have to keep our energy high because all of us are going to celebrate and it's going to be beautiful. You know, I never really noticed this card as much as I did when it came out. This is the Divine Master, and this is Rama and Sita, holy union, soulmate connection, romantic opportunity. That is masculine and feminine. That is like they're one. Rama and Sita are Hindu personifications of the divine masculine and feminine, and are associated with the festival of light. Diwali, embodiments of divine love and holy union. This magical couple can be invoked for help with overcoming challenges in relationships and can help those who are ready to open their heart to love. Somebody in love out there? Love is in the air. Rama and Sita are the central figures in the Indian epic, the Ramayana. In short, the story is that Rama and Sita were royal rulers, and a great demon lured Sita away by impersonating a wounded animal and an injured badger or beggar in the forest. As Sita had great compassion, she fell into the trap and was stolen away from her one true love. On his quest to find her, Rama led an army of monkey warriors, including its leader Hanuman. We've got Hanuman. Into a battle between good and evil. They prevailed, and the royal couple were united once more. Their come together is still celebrated today. You have a great opportunity to experience heart healing at this time. In the past, you may have found it difficult to trust and let yourself be loved, and therefore have many barriers up that stopped others from seeing your true worth. Now you find yourself in an empowered position where you are open to the possibilities of partnership. This is very exciting. You know for a fact that you don't need anyone else to validate you or complete you. But this doesn't mean that it wouldn't be nice to be cherished and supported. If you aren't in a relationship, the universe is presenting opportunities for you to experience a real soul-to-soul connection. This can only happen, though, if you stop letting past experiences cloud your judgment in the present. If you are already in a relationship, know that there is an opportunity to take it further at this time. Either way, enjoy the experience. Yeah, that was a nice card. Now we got one more. We got the Human Spirit Oracle. And this card came out, I'm thinking a week or two ago. It's a 10, roads less traveled. Beep, beep. Are you stuck in traffic trying to go the same way as everyone else? Traveling at the same speed, which is stop and go? Try taking the road less traveled. You will be surprised how this road will lead you to undiscovered parts of yourself and help you find the most authentic you, rather than being in the same lane or fast lane trying to follow the social norm or the shortcut. It is important to know the side street and back roads of you, because sometimes the scenery is new and alluring. The new path helping you find wonderful new avenues of you and who you truly are. Trust me, when you feel like you do not recognize or like yourself, it is usually because you are not being who you truly are. And somewhere inside, your authentic self is just trying to set off a rescue flare. Pay attention to the signal and make a turn off to your road less traveled. Trust us. We are here for individual experiences, human road trips, perhaps. Pack a lunch and take your time during the journey. So somebody needs a road trip. And we also got 11, 11, 11, 11. We also got a lot of 11s. And I decided to look at the angel numbers. That's new beginnings, that's embrace change, and abandon old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve you. We got old beliefs the other day. Manifesting from a place of love and oneness, spiritual advancement and alignment with your higher self and soul purpose. So that's what the 11s meant. And 11 is a master number, so it doubles in power. We have a lot of things coming down the road for all of us, and we have to be prepared for anything at this point. And we have to be prepared to balance ourselves out and not go crazy and feel the masculine and feminine balanced out and stop procrastinating, because we have to get things done. If we're still here, we're all part of this. And the solar flares are bringing a lot of energy through. So we have to, my energy is kind of bouncing around right now. It's like I've had to take some naps because the energy is just really hard. I was able to lay in the sun today, which really felt good. Um, I really advise you to get out in the sun. The sun is so healing. I usually stay out at least almost an hour on both sides, and I take a water spray bottle, and as soon as my skin dries and starts to get warm, I spray it with water. And my head, my face, everything. And as soon as I'm done, I come in and I lather myself up with coconut oil. When you are laying in the sun, take care of your skin. You don't want to get all dried out and frizzled like a prune. So and I do not use lotion on my body. That's bad. That's, mm-mm. I don't use anything on my body. I just lay out in my natural and lay in the sun and absorb it and meditate. And it's beautiful. And I don't wear sunglasses either, because you have to keep your eyes good, and sunglasses kind of change your vision. So you got to be careful with that. So anyway, okay, we had the medicine chat for a minute. Now, there's nothing more right now that I can tell you other than, oh, yeah, I can. I seen Benjamin Fulford. I don't know if any of you guys watch Benjamin Fulford. I was watching him tonight. And we're winning. We're winning this digital, spiritual, whatever it is. And he said when it happens, we're going to definitely get the Jubilee. The debt's wiped out because the United States went bankrupt, and it was finalized in 2021. Well, that's why they did all this crap, the pandemic and everything else, and the jibber jabber. And now they're coming out and saying we didn't force anybody to do it. And are you kidding? The police went into a bleacher and a girl didn't have a mask on. They lasered her, tasered her or whatever. And I'm thinking, really? You guys forced everybody to stand behind plexiglass that really doesn't work? People bought it. That's the worst part. And people are still wearing masks after 3 years. And oh my goodness, it's just unreal. They're going to have like massive lung problems from not getting enough oxygen and breathing in that dirty crap on their mask all day. I feel sorry for people that really fell for this and feared. It's just fear mongering. That's all it was. I didn't buy it for a minute. I didn't take one of those little things up my nose, and I don't take any kind of jabbies. I don't take any kind of flu shots or any of that. Don't do that. Ugh. So anyway, stay healthy, stay free, stay beautiful, because I love everybody. And you know what? Make sure that little spark of uniqueness is working in the background within, because you need to figure out what your purpose is, because we all have a purpose here. And my purpose is to help people remember who they are, because we're special. So I love everybody, and make every step in your journey magical. And as I always say, just be you.